We're live! Hello! We are here on another Sunday for another Nerd-In. I'm thinking we could just go around and talk about what's new, what's good, and what we're working on tonight. Kyra, you are on my far left. Do you have big plans for what you're working on tonight?
I do not. I have like a few emails I'd like to get sent out. And then I maybe will have a chapter of the fun new thing in the writing group folder for this week, but that's a big maybe, so.
Nice. And Rachel?
I'm doing okay. I started taking dance classes and they're kicking my entire ass. So I'm really tired. But I'm going to try and I have a script I need to write and I have some just general social media cleanup that I'm going to be planning tonight, I think.
Nice.
What kind of dance?
I started taking burlesque lessons.
Fun!
I'm having a real good time, but also I'm so tired. And I'm just I'm so out of shape. Oh my God.
That is amazing.
I've always wanted to try that. It looks ridiculously fun. Like every time I've been to a show, the dancer just looks like they're enjoying the crap out of themselves. I think it looks really fun.
Yeah, well, I just finished an intro class, a 4-week intro class, and now I'm in an official long-term 8-week course.
Cool.
So
Fun. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Stuff's happening. It's fun. But yeah, I realized that there's more cardio involved than I thought.
What about you, Kelly? Any big plans for what you're working on tonight?
I've got a pretty busy week ahead of me, so I'm trying to go into it as organized as possible and just kind of know what I'm up against. To answer Misty Kate's question, I am house/dog sitting for a neighbor, so I am
Nice.
2 doors down from where I normally am. So good times.
Nice. What about you, Megan?
I'm here.
Doing so good.
Yeah, I'm in my last week of school. I went back to school in my late 20s, early 30s to study something completely new, and I'm in my last week, hopefully forever.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
That's
That is
pretty
exciting.
So I have some homework, one last minute homework assignment before my finals, which are this week. So I might work on that a little. But I've also been feeling creatively itchy. So if I am hating life doing the homework, then I'm going to switch over and work on revisions or just let my brain wander. We'll see what happens.
Nice. As for me, the Wardners already know this, but we got a new puppy in this house and things are insane right now. So I'm just going to take this little hour for myself to work on the revisions that were due yesterday. Thankfully, I pre-warned my editor that the puppy was arriving on the 18th. So she knew what was going on. So I sent her this chaos email that was puppy, I can't, I need 1 more day, I need 2 more days. And then I sent this big picture of Finn is the puppy. He's a little boxer puppy. So I just sent this picture of him at the camera because I was playing with a toy and he jumped up just as I took the picture and I was like, this is a perfect representation of what's going on in this house right now. So I sent that and she was like, take the time that you need.
Hopefully your editors had a puppy before. My heart always feels for people. Puppies are hard.
It is like a friggin' baby.
Yeah.
It is reminding me so strongly of when I brought Charlie home and it was chaos and it was messy and it was wrapped.
It comes with teeth and much longer legs. Ramping up for a puppy.
My newborn baby didn't bite the crap out of my hands and end up and also when you look away for a sec, they can't zoom across the room and start biting the cables from your TV. These are things newborns don't do. So
ideally.
The idea of a human newborn doing that sounds like a horror novel. And yeah, when we do it with the dog, it's this is normal.
I'm so sorry to put that idea into your head.
That's the Twilight, the baby in Twilight. Stephanie Meyer.
Renesmee.
Yeah, she was always chewing on
babies. It's Renesmee, stop
Full set
chewing
of teeth.
on my iPod cable. So yeah, it's been just puppy chaos in this house, and things are just starting to settle in. But like Rachel, I'm also tired, but for less sexy reasons. I just have a puppy screaming at me all night. So yeah, I got up at 4:30, 5 this morning because he was like protesting his kennel. So I was like, you know what? Okay. So yeah, that's my puppy rant. But it's been fun. He's adorable. So
I can't believe that only set you back a few days in your deadline. Like,
I told them the 18th technically, so it's a few days, and then I don't have much left to do. And I've been doing it once Finn goes into his kennel at night, and I'll just like I put headphones on and I try to work for like 20 minutes, but I actually had like enough anxiety that it was hard to get stuff done because it's I don't know, you just want to not put them in a kennel because you're like, I'm being so mean, but like you have to if you don't want them to chew everything. So yeah. Oh, people in the comments, let us know what you're working on. Andrew Walker says, tonight I am writing a poem and brainstorming a new project. That's
Joe Catherine is my
exciting.
hero.
yes,
Uh,
eating a strawberry
ooh.
cheesecake cupcake. That is
Whole
my
goal
goal
for the evening.
You can
Sounds
do it. We all have faith in
wonderful.
you.
Yes.
These are good plans.
We've got N. Griswold searching for a tarot deck after a disappointing first try with one. I don't know a ton about tarot, but I hope you find something that works well and that
Yeah.
not hurtful.
Yeah, it's definitely about finding the right one for you. Because like the creator of the tarot deck is always going to put their spin on things. And so if you're reading through the guidebook and it's really rubbing you all the wrong way, then get rid of it. Find something you vibe with. The one I got initially to start with, I liked, but it felt too like distant for me. Like it wasn't personal enough. And so I got another one I really liked that was gifted to me by a friend. And that's like my most treasured one. Is A, because she's a close friend, and B, because it ended up matching with my personality more. Vanessa V is working on my urban fantasy novel at the moment. Nice.
Fun.
It's exciting.
If you're not used to this format yet, it's less structured, so we might dip in and out of working. So yeah, if there's anything bookish,
We might not even work.
Yeah.
I intend to work, but my laptop is in the next room right now, so I'm like, well, I can't do anything right
Oh,
now.
You can go get your laptop if
Go
you
get your
want.
laptop.
If you
Ugh,
want to
fine.
procrastinate it,
Don't
though,
get it.
I would enable
Don't
you.
do it. Fine.
Go listen to Megan.
So yeah, if there's anything bookish or creative you want to hear us talk about or chat with us about, let us know in the discussion section.
Let us know if you need us to enable you in any way.
That's my favorite thing to do with writing friends, truly.
If I ever want to be enabled, I call Megan.
You know where to go.
Megan talked me into doing this thing I want to do, but have talked myself out of.
This is why you need writer friends, because they're like, get your butt up and go to the next room. And get your laptop to do work. I got it. I'm gonna do work.
So my husband and I went to see Taylor Swift. Yeah, I had just gotten back from it last Sunday. I'd been home like 5 minutes when we started the live chat. And I didn't consider that if my husband had a Taylor Swift Eras Tour t-shirt and I had a matching Taylor Swift Eras Tour t-shirt, that our 4-year-old might also want a Taylor Swift Eras Tour t-shirt. And so I was like, well, I'll just see, like, maybe they have youth sizes. They want $45 for the youth size,
Wow.
with the same price for the
Mhm.
youth size t-shirt. He can just borrow mine.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Just go and grab some fabric markers and
Right.
make one yourself.
Maybe someone on Etsy has one.
That's a good idea.
It'd be a fun one to do with fabric markers, though. Like, just get like the different colors and
You can make
design
it
your own
together.
tour merch.
That'd be cute.
Meanwhile, Taylor Swift has convinced me I'm going to be a person who collects vinyls now. I've asked for a record player for my
That is the
birthday.
one thing she has not been able to convince me to do yet.
See, it was actually, yeah. Okay, technically, it was not her that convinced me to do it. It was always if Stick Season announces it's coming out on vinyl, or the artist Noah Kahn announces, I will get a record player. That happened, but I'm going to buy one Noah Kahn vinyl and 10 Taylor Swift vinyls.
I got into the vinyl game a year or two ago and I've been quite enjoying it. It's a more expensive way to listen to music, but like I have it like in my living room and it just like makes me happy, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting it in the living room. And like when I try to play music while I'm cooking, my nephew can just like yell at Echo and change the song. So if I like put on the record player, we're all listening to what I want to listen to for the entirety of me cooking. There will be no Down by the Bay.
Oh my god.
I also kind of like the record players as almost like a Pomodoro timer. Like sometimes I'll like turn on and be like, when this side of the record is done, you're like, I'm going to concentrate until this side of the record is
Oh,
done.
that's smart. I like
Yeah.
that idea.
Nicole had some follow-up questions about Taylor Swift. It was amazing. So I've been listening to Taylor Swift since she and I were both 15, 16. I got waitlisted for tickets. My mom, who's listened to maybe 3 Taylor Swift songs in her life, got the pre-sale code. And she has this weird superpower where if something is like high demand, she can get that thing. I don't know how. I don't know why. She was in and out of the sale in 15 minutes from opening time, did not pay $1 more than the
That is
seats were listed
super
for.
weird. Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know how she did it. She's also gotten tickets for my brother to Beyonce this year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how she does it. But
That is a superpower for sure. Oh my god.
yeah. It's something I can only hope to get someday. But the concert was
So,
amazing. I was there
When I
night one.
wanted Def Leppard tickets in high school, I should have called your mom.
You should have called
That was
my
my
mom.
mis-
Yeah,
that was my
she could have
mistake.
gotten them.
Dang it.
Oh, I'm similar, maybe not to that degree, but like similar is that I actually managed to get a Hozier ticket. And it was one of those things where, like, you know, they're like, you're 2000th in line for the thing. And I was like, I'm never gonna get it. It's not gonna happen. And then finally, like half an hour later, Ticketmaster was like, would you like this ticket? And I'm like, yes, done. I don't care.
I didn't even think to ask my mom because I was like, it's Hozier. He's going a ton of places. I was willing to travel to go see him. I was like, I'll be able to get a ticket somewhere. They were gone in minutes. I should have had my mom get in line too.
That was like the like I said, in high school, I tried to get Def Leppard tickets, and that was like what it was like. I was literally like I can't remember what time it was, like 2:59 or something, and the ticket was selling at 3, and I was like pressing the button already, and I had my friend pressing the button on her phone, and we had shit phones too. That's probably why. But like, it's like all sold out. I'm like, how is this possible? Insane.
Tessa had a first D&D session this week.
Oh,
Ooh.
Was
exciting.
instantly like, OMG, why didn't I not do this sooner?
So fun.
I've gotten into not D&D exactly, but a different like tabletop role-playing game recently, and I've been quite enjoying it. It's been like a really nice creative outlet for like publishing's a little like me and publishing are not on good terms right now. So it's been really fun to
You don't say.
You know, anyone who's been here for more than 5 minutes knows that about me. But it has been like really fun to be like, hey, I can still do character development. And it's also been fun because it's like, and frustrating in the sense that it's like, I am not 100% in control of this narrative. Other people's actions and choices are going to affect how this turns out. And that's amazing and also the worst.
Tessa wants to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how breakable are vinyl records?
They're not as breakable as you think they are. So, and I guess breakable depending in which way, like they are somewhat scratchable, but in terms of like, I don't know, like they're hard plastic. Like they don't just shatter. I don't know. If you have like,
The question is, if I accidentally drop it, is it going to explode or will it be fine?
It'll probably be fine. I mean, it depends. Like if you chuck it at the ground, I'm sure it'll break. But like many things you own are like that. Yeah, I am like also kind of a person who's like highly conscious about mine and handles them pretty carefully. But I don't think they're as fragile as you think they are. Like you see records in record shops that have, you know, are 40, 50 years old and play just fine. So
kind of wild. I read this yesterday, I think, that as of this month, I don't know what timestamp they were actually tracking, but records outsold CDs for the first time ever, which is wild.
I feel like I've maybe talked about this on here, but to me, the vinyl resurgence makes quite a bit of sense just because, like, first of all, I do think vinyl are actually more durable than CDs, just for context. But, like, to me, I think it makes a lot of sense that, like, younger generations are actually kind of embracing, like, hard copies of things just because, like, they've watched, like, with streaming, all this stuff, like, just disappear. And
it's also a nostalgia factor too. Like vinyl really, I don't know if I would get into it, but it really appeals to me too. Like I can absolutely see people collecting the albums they love so they can have something to like touch and feel. You don't get the same thing with downloading.
It just like sits on my shelf. Yeah,
you can like take it out, look at it and be like, I love this album, it gives me all these feelings. And it's not the same if you're just clicking on your phone or YouTube or whatever to listen to.
And I love the idea of like going to record stores and like hunting and finding stuff.
Yes, definitely.
Like,
yes.
That's why
this amazing record store in my hometown, like where my parents live, and so when I visit them, I always go, and they just have like these. They have a good selection of stuff generally, but they have like these bargain bins, and I love to just like sit and rifle through them. I found some like good stuff that often is quite cheap, and they have like a dog in the record store. He just runs around. It's a happy place for him. You know?
It's very similar to books. Like books and vinyl records are just things that people are never gonna stop buying, I think.
I think especially now that I mostly buy ebooks and listen to audiobooks. So I don't have that like going to a store and just hunting around and finding something I wouldn't have experienced otherwise. So I'm hoping it can do a bit of that.
Yeah, Yeah, that's
Like,
one of
I guess
the.
I could do that with a bookstore, but I'm not going to go home and actually read the physical book. So
Yeah.
I'll buy it, but maybe I'll look for it online.
Yeah, that's one of the because I don't have the hobby of vinyl records, and so my money goes into bookstores because I like going to bookstores, and the hunt is one of the fun things for me about it. Like just finding a book, picking up a book I would just never really have recommended to me otherwise, because I am very like narrowly focused on YA and horror and fantasy. So like maybe I walk past a shelf and one of the staff members has recommended it, stuff like that. So like a treasure hunt. It's interesting. Kayla says, have you heard of the USSR X-ray vinyls? It's music the USSR, sorry, didn't want people to get their hands on. It was printed on the black market, so they used old X-ray vinyl to print it because it was thrown out and easy to get on the down low. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a cool collector's item. Can you guys hear my child giggling downstairs and the dog yelling and stuff or no? Okay, good. Okay. They're playing with each other. Oh my gosh, they're just like worn each other out today. Like, yeah, just chasing each other in circles. It's great. Who needs a second sibling? You have a puppy. Okay, Kayla says how it's been. He's good. He's chaos in a tiny furry body. They're like land piranhas, basically. Like, I almost named him Fenrir and then Sean was like, oh, but isn't he the dog that like, or isn't he the wolf that like eats the world? And like, Finn is so sweet. I'm like, do you not see him trying to put everything in his mouth? He would love to eat the world.
Yep.
He would love that. But yeah, we named him Finn mostly because I know I would just spend hours of my time explaining to people what Fenrir was if I tried to name him that.
That's my cat is Cat Brecker, and the people who get it know. But usually what happens is someone will ask me, what's your cat's name? And I'll say Brecker, and they'll say Wrecker. And I every time forced to confront the fact that that is a hilarious cat name.
You're like, next time, the next cat.
My cat's Brecker and Wrecker.
Yeah. Amazing.
I love pets that have human names because if you don't specify that it's a human, it's so funny because then you could be like, oh yeah, George and I were sitting on the couch watching TV last night and we were cuddling, and you're like, okay, normal.
Yes.
But then you also get stuff like, yeah, Susan got stuck behind the fridge again, and I just and people are sorry, what?
There was a whole bit on Brooklyn Nine-Nine about trying to guess if Scully's wife Kelly is well, not wife. If Kelly is the dog or the wife. I don't think we ever actually answered the question.
Yeah.
I came this close to naming the puppy Dave because I just thought it would be really funny to just stand in the field and yell Dave. And also because my dad is named Dave and my brother-in-law is named Dave, and I thought it would just be really funny if I also named my dog Dave, but I didn't because they'd get mad at me. And it would be so confusing.
Jill Catherine has accomplished her goal. Bravo,
Yeah.
bravo.
Excellent.
Eat that cake.
Way to go.
The important things in life.
We're all so proud of you.
I'm jealous.
I love an attainable goal.
Looks like we're coming up on an hour.
Yes. Alright.
Missy Kate has I want to say unique ice cream truck situation. I don't know.
I don't know what the usual ice cream truck song is. Aside from the one you hear in cartoons, I guess.
Does British Columbia not have ice cream trucks?
Yes, we do.
No, we do. I just don't pay
They
attention to what
just
they're
eat the snow.
playing.
They don't even really have snow.
No, I mean, like, there has been a distinct lack of ice cream trucks in the last couple of years, so they might be going by the wayside.
Mm.
Who knew?
I think we had one in my neighborhood last summer. So maybe they're bigger on the island. I don't know. I guess it also depends where you live, because they're going to hit up the places with residential
Yeah, but like
neighborhoods.
even when I lived in a more suburban area than I am now, I would hear them like maybe once a summer for the last couple years. And now that I'm in a half suburban, half city area, I don't ever hear them, which is honestly sad because I'm like, hello. Well, I guess I could just like Uber ice cream to my house, and then whoever's driving is the ice cream delivery man.
Please play Pop Goes the Weasel, Mr. Uber Delivery.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
Just
when
crank
you
it.
show
when you
up at
come
my-
up,
Yeah.
just
Crank it really high,
Yeah.
and I'll
Put that,
come
like,
out
in the
on my
note
porch.
section.
I'll run out to you and grab it through the window.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. How did everything go for everyone? Did we get some stuff done? Yeah,
Yes, it was good.
very good.
I pinned 23 pins to a vibes Pinterest board that is not attached to any novel idea, just vibes. And then I learned how fast you would have to throw a Beanie Baby to end someone with a headshot. And
Well, how fast is it?
Inquiring minds want to know.
it is 1,420 miles per hour.
Mm.
So if you dropped a Beanie Baby off of like the tallest building in New York and it hit someone in the head, would it kill them? These are the questions I'm going to lie awake thinking about at night if I don't get that answer.
Wasn't that a thing like if you drop a penny, it's that?
I've
But
heard
then
that.
a penny has like it's small and it has its like solid weight distribution within like a very small amount of
Yeah,
surface
the
area.
Beanie Baby issue is it's just full of soft beads.
Right.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah.
This is the
Yeah, I don't
Beanie
know.
Baby conundrum. Somebody needs to answer this for me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm going to eternally wonder about it otherwise. So
And then I opened my homework and saw that it's going to be easier than I thought it would be. So that's
Oh.
cool.
that is a step. That is a first step.
Yeah.
So.
It's basically done.
Oh, Kayla says, didn't Beanie Babies have hard eyes?
Oh, yeah. So is it?
Yeah, but I imagine they'd like fall like belly flop style for the most part. Is how I'm picturing.
So
it.
you would be saved from their eyes. You'd be cushioned from their eyes.
I really don't know enough about physics. It's like, could they break your neck? Don't know.
They do make the Beanie Babies that the kids can get at like bookstores and stuff now. They have big, big eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Not like when we
Oh
were
yeah.
young.
Like I don't think they're LOL dolls, but they're like really similar. And they're like the owls and like the penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son has like
Plastic
3
eyes,
of
yeah.
those.
Giant
And I
eyes.
bought some of those for the kids like a couple weeks ago and they were like a good juggling weight, which is why I got them because we got to the
Of
circus.
course.
So like it didn't feel like that loose Beanie Baby. Like it was weighted almost. Like that
So
would hurt.
So theoretically, if you had a Beanie Baby on its back and its eyes were facing this way and you got brained with it that way, it just
Right.
glanced off the skull, then you could maybe end up with this. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
Who would know?
I hope none of us will ever find out.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is too
Very
because the
specific.
penny it would go right through, but the Beanie Baby, the eye would make a hole, but the whole Beanie Baby wouldn't go through.
Mm.
So
Right.
you'd probably just be injured.
If the eye would even make a hole.
Yeah, maybe just a
I
dance.
feel like it would just knock you over.
Yeah, like you'd have to get the angle so right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that we would be discussing this very scientific question
Yeah.
at the end of our chat? So this is Megan's fault. You started.
Yeah. You're welcome, everyone. I'm not a scientist, but I do know some math.
Oh, Andrew
I
says,
can do a formula.
Andrew says apparently the thing about the pennies false.
Oh,
Okay.
excellent. Good to know.
Thank you for debunking.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I guess
That's a relief.
thank God I will not be murdered by spare change now. It was a lifelong fear. No, I'm kidding. It was not something I ever thought about. Anyways, thanks for coming,
That's how my
everybody.
night went. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
we have
about revising.
we have a chat next week that is something about something.
I
that
have it up.
Megan
I
is
can find
now
it.
Looking up.
Writing research.
Yay! That is one of my favorite subjects. So I will be there and ready to talk about writing research. And so we will see you all next week. Please come prepared with questions if you have them. We will try to answer them. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.